So I'm going to introduce you to Trapunto. Trapunto is a technique where you take two pieces of fabric and sandwich them together, and you are plotting your design out on the top part of the fabric and stitching it through, and then you're stuffing areas from making a hole in the back, so the back sheet of your fabric. So I'm just going to show you how that's done. So once you've drawn out your design, or you've plotted your design out, you need to seal the edges to stop any of the stuffing coming through those edges. So here I'm using back stitch. So I'm just going to finish off this one part that I've left here. So again, you take a little stitch in front of your one that you want to finish, like so, and go back, making sure there's no gaps. And you're stitching back on yourself all the time. So again, through to the front. You can choose another stitch if you want to, as long as it's making that sealed edge all the way around. Like so it's sealed. Just make a few little stitches at the back to seal that. And cut that off. So then we need to stuff the part that we want to be raised. So I want this part in the middle to come out. So this part you need to be a little bit careful that you're not cutting through to the front. So what I tend to do is pinch so that it's away from the front part, so you're not cutting through that, and hold that, the front, in my other hand. Then you make a little incision. That with your scissors. You don't want to go too much because you need to make sure that when you can stitch that back up after you've stuffed it. So I'm using some stuffing here. Again, you can choose whatever you stuff or choose to put in. It gives different textures and different effects. This will give quite a smooth padded effect. And I'm using here a blunt crochet hook. You don't want to use scissors because what will happen is it will go straight through into the front of the material and you'll pierce the front fabric. So what I'm doing, just easing that in. A bit more. Little tip is you don't want to overstuff it, so keep checking because you have to seal that back up. So you don't want it to be, the opening to be pulled away too much. So just push that in. And make sure if you've got corners that you're using this tool to kind of push it right into the corners, so you don't get any flat pieces. Like that. So turn it over and see how that's looking. See, it's nice and raised. Like that. So I'm quite happy with that at this stage. Now if you wanted to go on and stuff other parts, I would do that first before you seal up the back to make sure that you're not overstuffing it, like I say, because you've then got to stitch the back up. So that's my first part. Once you're happy with that, you stuff the back and stitch it.